Hi, welcome to Mystic Moons. Today we're going to get on our space shuttle and we're just going to travel around space. Just around our own beautiful planet. Today, let's think about what's going to happen with a solar eclipse. We've heard all sorts of stories. Warnings, people preaching the worst day in history, or the worst day possible. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. Even they say to beware. The telephone companies have been saying we might have outages. There's they have in different parts of the country where the eclipse is supposed to be the most visible. They even have emergency crews out, management, biohazard groups, things like that. I mean, they're prepared for anything and everything on a simple eclipse. Okay, so this eclipse is going to happen again for 20 years. But still, it's a natural phenomena that happens. But why does this October the 8th, 2024, seem so ominous? So, is it an ill omen? Is it going to bring unhappy news? I mean, and it happens to coincide with a comet called the Devil's Comet. I mean, what is happening in the heavens as we look out the window and we think about space, the black nothing? We think about the ether that we travel on. What is this eclipse going to bring? And will it just bring it right that moment of when the sun is blackened by the moon? Is it going to bring a reaction right away? Or is it going to happen after? Maybe it's like the different particles in the atmosphere aren't going to get the thermal energy they need to make certain fusions and separations of different elements. Who knows? I mean, we don't know. We'll soon do a reading and see if there's anything. And if you like what you hear today, please thumbs up and subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, thank you very much. And let's just really think about what is going to happen on the eclipse, and will it have a lingering effect of after? Certain things don't happen right away. We all know that time is a special element of its own. I mean, time for one is different than time for another. And the same thing with all organisms, all cellular combinations. And and don't forget to if you want to buy a coffee donation to help the community of Mystic Moons, we would appreciate that. And the link, if you would like to make a donation, is in the description box. And we do private readings too, energy readings for zodiac, political, celebrities, personal. I mean, do you feel like you're at your best energy level? Do you feel like you need a little clarity in your life? Don't hesitate to ask us for a reading. We're happy to burn through the effects of each of our existence. And it is a burning through analysis, or just seeing what kind of energy level. Right now we're looking, what can this possibly happen? Let's now take 3 cards and see. Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. What can possibly... The moon covering the sun. Moon covering the sun. Okay. 3 cards. The moon. Moon energy. Solar. Sun. Alright. the first thing we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles could be the earth, the effect of on the earth. The King of Pentacles. And this card here is something's being planned. It could be all the kings of the universe planning something for this solar event. Something is planned, and like something is already in the works. Something. But what? We'll have to do a dive on that. Let's see what other element. Temperance. Temperance. I don't believe that we will see something all at once. Perhaps it is like a ricochet, the Rolling Stone effect. Coming downhill, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Or it's so minute that we don't know that it's going to be happening. Let's see what this, let's get an inkling of who this King of Pentacles could be, or what this element is. I mean, it's almost as though an event, something, I mean, it's hard to see that people would allow, people, I don't mean people who have sanity. It's hard to believe that someone with power and boredom would not take advantage of the ancient fear in all of us, in our DNA, or wariness of an eclipse, a total eclipse. Let's see, how do we see here? We have here two cards to give us some inkling about the person, a power person, a power broker. We see discord. We see the Five of Pentacles. And we see the Ace of Swords. It seems like very well that someone is taking advantage of the event. Something, beware of something to happen. Someone is planning an event based on the fact of just human nature. Our cells are keyed up during the darkness of the sun during the daytime. All right, this is an event. All right, now, what kind of, something is being planned. What is being planned? What? Something. We must be ready. They say very rarely do you ever see an eclipse and they're telling you have your food and have your money out of the, have some cash on hand, have some food, have your phones and your phone charged up, if it works. Have batteries ready. I mean, they're telling you to have your ready to go bag, or ready something bag. Okay. I think in this read so far we can see that there's an element of someone, something, a group, who's going to take advantage of this fear, of this scene. Now, who or what? See if we can get some insight to whom or what. And, alright, whom or what? Two cards. Whom or what? Ooh. Well, we see someone's planning a destructive element. Something is being planned that is going to affect the world. A bigger area than just one small area. Something's being planned that's chaotic. Something is going down. Look at this. Do you see this? The Tower. And then we have the world. And the plans. Something is being planned on April the 8th. Something is being planned. something very disturbing. And then I see temperance. Could that be with the location of what's going to happen? The location. They don't want it everywhere, or do they want it everywhere? This is not good news. This is not good news. All right, let's see what this temperance is. Something is being planned. Something negative. Something to get attention. I don't know. Something is being planned. Let's see. Give us some idea of this temperance. Temperance. This is like a very disturbing read. These two cards. Alright. Alright, now we have the Hermit, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. I would say there would be this is something that's going to be isolating. Isolation. This is a test. The temperance in this is not, it's, you have the Hermit, which means they want you to feel alone. The feeling of being alone, the presentation of being alone, of being by yourself, without. So something, I would say that they're definitely going to be cutting off. Something is going to, some kind of utility. Some utility will be shut off, turned off. Something. Because this is, we have the Hermit, which is, we will take it in this case as self-isolation, being alone. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, the presentation, the, alright, the ceremony is beginning. And then we have the Temperance. So I wouldn't think that it would be like an explosion per se. I would say it would be more something to like hit a nerve of the person, the people, the masses, people. Something to make you feel alone. What could that be? Your phone doesn't work. Everything stops. You don't have any electricity. Something. I would say some sort of utility thing. Something to make you feel that you are not in, you're alone, and you have to depend on others. Or being alone. I see being alone. And I would say there's a good chance that something nasty is being planned. Something that is upsetting and makes people feel abandoned. Not abandoned per se. No, that's the wrong word. Something that's going to like scare the shit out of you. But in a cold way. In a cold, stark way. Something. Let's have another draw on this. See if we can get a little bit more insight of this so-called temperance. It's not going to be like they'll fry you. Something will happen when we fry to a crisp. No. Something that has psychological in nature. And here we have a struggle. Something to give you internal struggle. Internal, to shake you up in your confidence, in your belief system. This is something for a belief system. If you believe you were safe, you're going to believe you're not safe. You're going to know you're not safe. You believe you were like untouchable, you're going to know that you are frail human. You don't have a turtle shell on top of you. You don't have tiger shark teeth. You don't have tiger claws. No, you are like thin epidermis bipeds who think a lot of themselves. Something's gonna happen. Let's go back to the first part about it. We have now this King of Cups. Yeah. King of Pentacles, rather. Is King of Pentacles. Who, what element? We have it, and we have the Five of Wands, which is conflict. And this is an opportunity. Now, who would take advantage of that? Who would? I mean, any heads of state or any type of, like, see me, hear me, feel me type element, person, power person, a power person who could, like, ready something, who can, like, stimulate trouble. Let's just see, who can this element, this King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. All right, you, come out. Ah, we have another power card, Justice. Yeah. Justice. Justice. Someone is going to get even. Some power is going to get even with some other power on that day. Or the power is being motivated by someone who has revenge in mind. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type of situation. Something, I think that something is going to be done on that day. On this read says us to be very cautious, because we must be prepared for what could happen. Just don't know where. Let's just go in this plan thing. This is the world in this card. The Towers. Can we get a geography on this? The King of Cups. Well, we have all these kings out here. We have, well, two kings. King of Pentacles and King of Cups. So I would say it's two countries, two groups joining forces against a third. Who could that third be? Us? US? Who could it be? So it's 2 against 1. Well, we're going to have to keep posted and do another read on this, but I think that we should start getting prepared. It's, I guess, 3 weeks away, something like that. Or when it happens. The solar eclipse is a trigger for something that will affect a great portion of people, and we should be prepared. I think that I mean, it's hard to imagine that there wouldn't be conflict in some portion of the earth at any particular time. However, I think that something's going on. Let's be prepared. Alright, we'll do it again. Let's get back in our spaceship and put on our psychic hats, our psychic gloves, our psychic wishes, thoughts, energy, and let's try and turn this around. We can do it. There's a lot more to being human than just being like insects. We're just reacting to something, stimuli. Let us consciously lift up our energy and deflect what could happen, what destructive thing could happen. Let's put our energies together, and we'll get together more on this subject. Thank you very much.